Hey True Believers, this is Bill Rosemann, Creative Director at Marvel Games, and this year I'm a judge on the Clio Awards for the Games category. People ask me who my top 5. And it's hard to pick because there's, Marvel has thousands of characters. And so you end up liking so many of them. So, number 1 for me, Spider-Man. If you're going to take one hero to say to the world, this is Marvel, I think you could say, take Spider-Man. He encapsulates everything we believe in about the human and the superhuman and the underdog and using your powers to do what's right. Next, love Captain America. I think his story is really inspiring. I love that he was chosen for the super soldier serum, not because he was big and powerful and strong, but because he had a great heart and he didn't like bullies. And that's a simple message. No matter how old you are, you get that and you can rally behind that. I like that he is not perfect, but he's pure in his motivation and his willpower. Daredevil, I think is fantastic. Just from a design of a character, that he's a lawyer, he's blind justice, all those kind of things coming together. If the Avengers are up here fighting in space, Daredevil's down here on the streets, dealing with this street crime and dealing with things that the threat may be not as grand, but it's just as personal and just as dramatic. The Thing from the Fantastic Four. He's the one that got the raw deal. When the Fantastic Four went up in that rocket and came back down, his best friend could stretch and with no ego called himself Mr. Fantastic. His girlfriend and then wife, Sue Storm, could turn invisible and create force fields, and she's become one of the most powerful members. Sue's brother Johnny can burst into fire and fly around, and that's cool. Poor Ben Grimm, when he comes down, gets covered in these orange scaly rocks. He becomes a monster. Could have become their greatest arch nemesis, but he stayed with them. And despite what he looks like, he's going to try and use his abilities to help the world. And that's also kind of sums up what Marvel's about. They go on this journey to realize, no, actually, I'm blessed with these abilities. And I'm not going to use them to be selfish. And I'm going to use my abilities to help the world. And I think that's a great message. No matter how old you are, where you live around the world, that's something everyone can take to heart.